Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Colton Klein of Saginaw Swan Valley Football. How's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty good.
Coming off a big win this weekend, and I know it's been a tough start to the season. I know you've played some pretty tough opponents.
Yeah.
So going into this week, what was it like to come away, with a big win to get the first win of the season?
Well, going into the week, we knew we had to win. There wasn't another option. Could not lose. So winning our first win of the year, it's always great to get a win, especially going into a big game next week. So, it just feels good. Hopefully it gets our guys' confidence up going into Garber and just good to get a win, just to feel what it's like.
You're of course, for people that don't know, of course you're the QB and all that. But what is that like? What is that like to be a quarterback and all that?
Uh, people say it's super hard, but for me, it's not hard. It's not easy either, but it's fun. I love just throwing it, running. Uh, I just love being out there. Quarterback's my favorite position.
Yeah. Okay, so going into this week in the season, was it like, I know you played two tough opponents, but going into that, it's like, how do you just keep everything all together, even when, things aren't going your way, to keep the momentum going,
Yeah.
this win.
Obviously it's tough. It sucks starting off 0-2 and seeing all the other teams in the conference win, and just Swan Valley just stuck at 0-2. But you can't just give up at the beginning of the year because obviously every year I've been there, we've started off bad and we've always came back and went on winning streaks, won a playoff game each year. So our Govenda always says it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And every week we will get better and we're fine. We're good.
Yeah. What's it, what are some of the things that you worked on this summer to get ready for this year?
Speed, really, because I knew Govenda, our coach, would have me been running the ball a lot more than last year. And I have my quarterbacks coach I throw with and other receivers. I've actually thrown with like Ty Fournier from Freeland a couple times. The Freeland quarterback, Jake Masiva, thrown with him a couple times. But mainly just speed, honestly. I obviously worked on throwing it too, but I've mainly just focused on speed and getting stronger in the weight room in the off season.
Yeah. Um, so going into, this week, of course, we're already a third of the way through the high school football season. I don't know if you knew that.
It's crazy.
It feels like yesterday it just started.
I know. It's
But
insane.
where do you guys think you're at? 1-2 on the year. Played some pretty tough opponents, but what are some of the things that you guys need to really kind of work on to get ready for the next third of the way? I know, like, since there's 9 games, people like to divide it in thirds and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
these next three, of course, doesn't get any easier because Carver's
No.
coming down. Obviously Frankenmuth, of course, made some appearances in the state finals. And then
Yep.
and then of course you got Bay City John Glenn. What's that like? What do you feel like you guys need to do to get um some momentum going and continue the momentum you guys have now?
Well, our team this year, we have a really young team, so a lot of unexperienced guys. But at practice, I feel like they just need to know their assignments and not make mental mistakes on the field because physically we're there, athletically we're there. I just feel like little mistakes are what sometimes kills us in big games. So you just have to have discipline because Croswell, they had 9 seniors on their team. We have 2 or 3 starting seniors on our team. So, just our young guys are our core to our team. So just getting them better each step of the way is what's going to win us those big games.
Um, how do you get ready? How does Colton get ready for a game?
On the day,
Yeah.
well, obviously I go to school. Um, I usually go to school. I have my AirPods in, usually listen to music. I watch film all day during school, my opponent, the defense. After, I usually go get like tropical smoothie, a drink, and then if it's an away game, if we got to be at the school at 4 for walkthrough, I'm there for walkthrough, and then on the bus, and gone. Or if we have a home game, usually I'm at the school around 5 o'clock and just getting ready,
Yeah.
locked in.
What's on Colton's playlist?
Just rap for before a game, like rap music, pretty much. Like, yeah.
What are some of the things Colton's think? What are some of the things that you think about before a game?
I think about what the defense is gonna do because you can watch as much film as you want, but you can get on the field and it's different right there. So I'm thinking they could change, they can do this. What are they gonna do? Uh, I really don't think a lot. I'm just ready to play. Honestly, I try not to think as much because I feel like the more I think like on the field, the more I make more mistakes. So I just try to just play my game, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Is it just like can you not like I can't think about this game. I gotta
Oh,
I
I mean, I say that, but I'm going to bed the night before playing obviously Freeland or Croswell. I'm thinking about the game all night.
right.
But like when I get there, I'm not obviously I'm gonna be a little nervous, before games, but I just try to be I'm just trying to get ready,
Yeah.
not worried about anything.
Okay. Uh
Mm.
what has it been like to just kind of be part of this whole thing and this part of this program and kind of be the quarterback of this team?
Yeah, I mean Swan Valley. I love Swan Valley football. So many fans always. Swan Valley football is that's what our school's about, football. Um, this is my third year, so I just love being quarterback for Swan Valley. It's fun. It's been
Yeah.
good.
All right. What are three things you need to work on heading into these next few games?
My decisions. Like I threw 3 interceptions against Freeland, which is terrible. But uh decisions, it's one. Uh Gavenda relies on me telling other people. Our coach tells like me tell other people what to do. So I gotta know my job and I gotta know everyone else's job on the field. So I gotta be telling everyone that and just to be a good leader because if I'm down on the sidelines and my body language is down, everyone else is going to be like that. So no matter what the score is, what's going on, I just got to be up for my team.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to know you a little bit. All right. Okay. What is your favorite high school football moment that you've had?
Freshman year, senior night, last regular season game of the year, are playing Hemlock, and we're down 34 to 35. We need a 2 point to win. If we don't get the two, it's an overtime. We get the 2 point to win. We don't, we lose. And I ran it in for the 2 point. We won, and that's the game that sent us into playoffs. If we lost, we were out of playoffs. Our season would have been over. So that was definitely my most memorable experience.
Okay.
Favorite thing.
What's a favorite team you like to root for?
Detroit Lions,
Okay.
for sure. Favorite team.
Absolutely.
Yep.
No. Everyone's all excited about them after they won.
Oh
So
yeah. I'm excited.
yeah.
I'm excited.
Favorite player growing up. This could be any team, any sport.
Uh Favorite player growing up. I liked Javier Baez on the Cubs when I was younger
Yeah.
for baseball. I really liked Manny Machado, Calvin Johnson. I loved all of them.
Yeah. Um, for a lot of people that don't know, Colton also plays baseball as well.
Yep.
So, and finally, what is one thing that people do not know about you?
Um, one thing people don't know about me. Let me think. Uh, I don't hunt, fish. I've strictly always just been sports. Always. I've never done like outside, like ride snowmobiles, dirt bikes, four wheelers. I've
Yeah.
just always been just because baseball, there's travel baseball is really like that's a lot. That's all summer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right.
probably that.
Well, that's interesting. All right. Well, Colton, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this week against.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for having me.